my life on ice. With lockdown increasing across more of the UK and other countries still being without the ice, I thought now would be a great time to share some motivation tips with you all to help you stay motivated until we can return to the ice. These are tips that I've used throughout the previous lockdowns and will continue to use. I'm not going to include to make a list or schedule, as I feel that this is a common way to stay motivated and for some people it doesn't work. So I wanted to give you some other tips to try if you have tried a list and it still isn't making you motivated. So my first tip is to continue training at the time you usually would. If you usually wake up early and train at 6 in the morning, try to stick with that. Keep waking up, have some breakfast and do your off-ice training. So you could do some off-ice jumps, a workout, some ballet, work on your presentation. If you're a synchronized skater, go through your programs and just really continue with the time schedule you'd usually allow yourself. If you usually train after school, then stick to that time. I find this helps you stick to your habits and stops you resenting skating when it's time to go back. We all know we love skating, but if you've got into the habit of enjoying a lay-in or watching something on TV at a certain time, then when you first go back to skating, those first few weeks you're gonna start resenting it and dreading going to practice because you know what you're missing out on. If you stick to your regular training times, then you stick to your habits and it will make it so much easier when you can go back to the ring. Another way to stay motivated is training with others, whether that's over Zoom or on FaceTime. It really does help keep you motivated and keep you accountable. If you've arranged to meet up with somebody at a certain time to do your training, then you will more likely do the training to show up and support that other person. I'm fortunate that as a synchro skater I have amazing teammates and coaches that have scheduled in classes. I'm currently training 4 to 5 times a week with others, which really does help because I know I need to show up for those classes because all my teammates will, and it gives me that sense of accountability. But I do remember that from my figure skating days I wouldn't have had that. So if you don't feel like you've got that sort of schedule, you don't have a coach that is giving you that schedule, then make your own. Talk to a friend that you'd usually skate with and arrange to do something with them over Zoom. If you would both usually skate early in the morning, then arrange a Zoom call for that usual time and do some off-ice training together, do a stretch class together, do whatever it is together. You can also sign up for other classes, so I sign up for flexibility classes and dance classes, and this just gives me a little bit of variety. I get to train with people that I wouldn't usually, and I've really enjoyed trying new things with these classes. And there's so many classes out there, some of them are free. I'll leave a link to some of my favourites down below and you can check those out later. Another way I motivate myself is set myself rewards. So if I've got something I need to accomplish, or if I've decided that I want to do 4 fitness classes a week, I will then give myself a reward for doing that if I have achieved it. So this could be something really simple like taking a day off, having a lay-in, binge watching a Netflix series, or you could buy yourself a new pair of Lululemon leggings, or even make yourself a nice dinner or bake something. And I really find that that gives you a little bit of extra motivation when you're sitting there thinking about doing a class or thinking about doing some training, but kind of having a little argument with yourself about not wanting to do it. And I find that by thinking about that little reward I've promised myself, it gives you that little extra boost to do that training. And once you're doing the training, you are absolutely fine and you're really enjoying it. The fourth thing I'd advise is to enjoy the lockdown. I know that sounds a bit weird, but enjoy the things that you can now do that skating sometimes gets in the way of. If you've now got more time because you don't have to travel to the rink, I know I personally used to travel about 5 or 6 hours to get to one of my practice rinks, and I now have so much more time on my hands. So enjoy things that you can now do, like reading a book, having time to bake and cook things. Whatever it is you feel that skating has sometimes got in the way of, allow yourself to enjoy those things, and it will keep you motivated to then continue your training. I found this has allowed me to stay motivated by giving me a more positive outlook on the whole situation. If I was just sat here feeling down and depressed because I couldn't skate, then I probably wouldn't continue my training off of the ice. Whereas if I'm enjoying things and I've got other things that I'm having fun with, then I'm more likely to want to continue my training as well. My last way to stay motivated, and probably my favourite, is to watch some videos of skating. I find it really motivating to really think about why I love skating, and watching some of my favourite routines, even just sitting there watching them on repeat, really does help me find that little bit of joy and reason why I started skating and still skate to this day. So I make myself a little list of my favourite routines, and I will just fall into a YouTube wormhole rewatching all of my favourites. This isn't always just synchro. I've got favourite routines in all disciplines, and I'll leave a link to some of my favourites down below for you to take a look at. But I really find that this does help me stay positive and stay more motivated to want to continue my training off of the ice. I hope this video has given you some ideas on how to stay motivated if you are feeling a little bit low on motivation as the new lockdown comes in and we can't skate. If you do try any of these, let me know in the comments down below, or if you've got any of your other motivational tips, also put those in the comments to share with others. If you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye!